Hello, everyone, and we've just begun the season of Lent. It began last Wednesday with Ash Wednesday. And for Lent, we try and do a number of things from a Christian perspective. We try maybe and give things up if we can. We also try and take something up, and we also try our best to give in to God's call to us. And fasting, of course, is giving in, and fasting is difficult, it's challenging. It's also very good for us. But I suppose at the moment, many people feel they have given enough up with the pandemic. So this Lent, we can also take something up. And over the years, we have supported the Church of Ireland Bishop's Appeal projects in the parish. So we have, and you're all familiar with the Church of Ireland Bishop's Appeal. This is the envelope we leave in our church pews for parishioners to contribute a little to the various projects. And 2 years ago, we supported Pennies for Plastic project in Gambia. It's led by women, it's for women, and they end up gathering waste plastic from the streets and from the schools, and they mix them with other ingredients and they convert them into tiles. And this is the apparatus they use to make the tiles, to make the raw material for the tiles. And these are lovely tiles they make. And it's just a wonderful project. It empowers women, it gives them an income. It also has the spin off of keeping the environment clean, and it produces a product which is of value, which contributes to the local economy. This year, Bishop's Appeal are asking us to support the project called Connect for Creation. It's all about bees, and bees are so important to our ecosystems. And of course, they produce honey, which is delicious, and we all love the honey. And anyone who's driven out of St. John's Church on Ash Street will see the bee wall, which was created by the Boys Brigade by David and Colette there. And that reminds us of the importance of bees. Again, a closer shot of the wall and the bee hotel up in the background there. It reminds us of how important bees are. 1/3 of the world's food depends on bees for pollination. And we wouldn't have apricots or cherries or apples or almonds or broccoli or coriander or a whole lot of fruits and foods if we didn't have bees to pollinate them. And of course, bees are disappearing, so we're asked to be aware of that and to be mindful of it. And that's because mankind or humankind is removing their habitat. Hedgerows are under threat, as are trees. And of course, we're using pesticides to control pests in the environment as well. And this is a negative effect on bees. So we are challenged to do a few things if we can. And that is to plant flowers, bee-friendly flowers. They like purple plants apparently, so foxglove is important to them as well. And also to make a bee hotel. And this is a box of perfect beneficial flowers, perfect for pollination, which I have bought and which I'll sow in my garden as soon as I can. And I also have a beehive in my shed, which I hope to bring back to life later in the spring. And I know one or two parishioners who I might be calling upon for some advice on this matter. And this is an eggplant which was given to me by a friend of the parish recently when she heard of this project. And apparently bees love the eggplant. And this is the wildflower meadow which we planted in St. John's Church, also on Ash Street. So hopefully, we had some flowers last year. Hopefully we'll have plenty of flowers this year. And these are some hives that one of our parishioners has in her back garden. So a lovely, restful sight. We're also asked to think about others during Lent. And this year the project is a project in Zimbabwe, and farmers there have become aware that when they have beehives next to their crops, that they get a better crop yield. And of course, it also produces an income from honey, so they can sell the honey or they can use it for themselves. So Lent is about giving up if we can do it. That's fasting if we can do it. It's about taking up a project like the Bishop's Appeal project, which we're asked to support. And it's also about trying to giving in to God's call to us. Because so often we say, not now, not yet, later. And there are many examples from the scriptures and from society, both contemporary and historical, of people who were aware of God's prompting to them, but just put it off. And even the reading for today from Jonah was challenged to go to the people of Nineveh, but he wouldn't do it because he felt the people of Nineveh weren't worth it. But in the end, through circumstances, he ended up going to Nineveh and proclaiming God to them. So Lent is a time when we can give in and reconnect with the Lord again. And we do that in simple ways by saying our prayers. And I have a morning prayer which I prepared there for parishioners as well, and a night prayer. And these little prayers just help us as we connect with God and as we show our love for Him. So I wish you a productive Lent, and I wish you well. And I'll be putting out the envelopes in the churches, hopefully by the time we return back to church again in a few weeks' time.